when you guys are.
La fin del mundo. The end of the world, man. Welcome to episode 2 of the Boyd Experience. We have our cast at Bibhor and Fulton, and we have our newest member, Louis Briones. Louis, you're below me. Give us a little introduction.
How's it going, guys? One of the pillars of the void. If you want to think of us that way, as like the 5 pillars. I kind of checked out the first podcast. It was really awesome. Stoked to get into some topics for today. And yeah, I think we'll find out a lot more about where this podcast life will take us. I think the level of boredom has reached kind of this area where we're getting organized, and hopefully we put out some funny shit we can kind of just go back and forth.
What's your Instagram? What's your Instagram? We'll
see on that one. We're not quite
okay.
At that
never mind.
point.
All right.
Yeah.
Find you when they find
For
you.
yeah. We'll let them do some work for now. But I've been the tangents. Just like in our normal conversation, like any day life, it's just us all. The banter is ridiculous.
Hey, if you guys hear a dog barking, that's my dog. I think someone's
good point.
Speaking of the devil,
you, man.
You like announce them?
I mean, yeah, he's just around. He usually sits like where I work, so that's what it is.
All right, let's kick it off. First off, thank you for everyone who tuned in to the first one. We have podcasts, we have YouTube. All of them had quite a few downloads and watches, so thank you. But today's topic, again, topic of every single day, I guess, is the coronavirus. The Pearl Harbor and the 9/11 of the coronavirus is about to hit this week, is what someone said. I'll let one of you take it off, Nolan or Bibhor, because you're the one who was.
So here's my thing, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
So you guys, all of you have probably asked your parents or someone, in a few generations ahead of you, or at least one, if they've seen anything like this before, right? And none of them said nothing. Like, this is the most craziest thing in the world. Like, economies are shut down, countries are shut down. Like, Boris John? What's the guy? The Prime Minister of UK is in hospital now.
Oh shit!
This is from
with Corona.
I'll show
Boris Johnson, yeah. So things are unfolding, dude. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I think the person who said this is
that would be bad.
Chaos.
What were you saying?
The Surgeon General is the one who said this today. That this is going to be our Pearl Harbor, is what he said specifically. End quote. And that's a really smart dude, man. That he's probably like the most understanding of the situation, and he's saying we're about to be we're being attacked essentially by this.
This is the tip of the iceberg, or no? This is the opposite of the tip of the iceberg. This is the iceberg itself.
Yeah, no, I think we're hitting it.
Poor usage of metaphor. What's the list?
Hey, so anyways, I saw this on the news about how they were talking about this thing. The Surgeon General brought up the Pearl Harbor, brought 9/11. Here's the thing, right? That happened in one place. Pearl Harbor happened in New York. This happening everywhere.
No, Pearl
and you
Harbor
don't know who did it.
In Hawaii. What are you talking about?
No. I'm saying it happened in 2 places. Happened in Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, and it happened in New York, 9/11.
What happened okay, 9/11. Okay.
So those 2 things happened in 2 separate, one city incident or one place incident.
Yes.
And you knew who did it. The Japs bombed Pearl Harbor, and
hey man,
Al Qaeda,
Bin
Laden, whatever that happened there. But this is happening everywhere, and you can't see him. He's just around the corner, dude. Is he gonna get you? I don't know. It's
you have no one to blame. Yeah, it's you can't point a finger. I mean, I guess you can point a finger. I guess we have been pointing the finger, but at the same time, it's
the funniest thing is I noticed
the virus. It's what can you do?
Coronavirus.
Since all this thing started, you heard nothing about like ISIS. You heard nothing about like
not for our
Al-Qaeda. Like,
Oh no,
nothing.
just cast the biggest shadow. Yeah, no, there's
How
it's hard
can
to
you
compare. No competition. I mean,
Yeah, did they just go away?
I
Did they
think-
get it too?
to put it in perspective, I don't think that anybody can ever recall us having a nationwide, stay home safe order. It's kind of like a kind quarantine if you really think about it. Everyone's really staying to themselves, and you're kind of shamed if you go out and you're doing things. I mean,
but you think we need to have harder restrictions?
I do, just because I think that there's a lot of people that haven't really still bought into it from what I've seen and from what I'm,
So you guys-
interacting with.
So the mayor of LA is giving out rewards for anyone that snitches on anyone.
Oh,
That's gone out now.
Oh my god!
And I shit you not, right?
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Tekashi 6ix9ine commented on there.
No,
What
he
he says?
wasn't a snitch.
He literally commented saying, "We in business" or something.
Oh my, business is booming. Oh my god, dude, he's gonna get shot, dude. I'm surprised the second he steps out in the streets.
Yeah, he's getting protection, dude. He's getting like, what do you call those? Like people that the witness protection type of stuff.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, it's hard to change that guy's identity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
got a
he's pretty
big
much.
tattoo on his face.
Yeah.
It's like the most distinguishable human being on
Purple
planet
hair,
Earth.
like purple,
Yeah.
rainbow hair.
Yeah, are you Tekashi 6ix9ine?
To bring it back a second, or 2 points. One, you asked, like, can they enforce this? Like, the city of Riverside today said, like, if they see you outside, they'll stop you and they'll bill you, or they'll, what's it called? Give you a fine or whatever. Do you think that's actually, like, can they hold that up?
Are you gonna enforce that though? Like, no, I don't think so. Not here, dude.
I think
There's no extreme. It is enforceable, but I feel like it hasn't been a nationwide thing. Like, how far does Riverside have authority? Riverside. Let's say I live in the border of Riverside and Orange County, right? I'm gonna jump over. I'm gonna be like, deuces. I'm gonna go over there. Like, you can't.
I'm going to my friend's house.
It has to be. It has to be Trump saying, "Hey, like we're doing martial law. We're doing some sort of national lockdown because like someone that's in New York can go to Connecticut, someone that's in Vermont can go to like Massachusetts. It's very close in those places. Like California, it's a little bit hard, but think about like Portland and like Seattle. I think they're really close.
Sort of.
Those are two states, yeah.
You
can't stop them from going to two states.
Like they're border towns that can like really like go to different places. So like we can't go to Canada right now because there's like a, there's border protection, but like state-wise, like it has to be a national quarantine down from the federal government because like there's like 7 or 8 states that are right now that are not like.
No, everyone's operating independently.
Well, it's against the law.
Everybody's independent.
What's the one that tried to do that? Someone tried to do that against New York. It was New Hampshire, I think. Was trying to stay. They said no one is allowed to come in from New York.
Exactly. No, you can't. No, Florida's trying to do it, but like it's like, dude, like it's not a national quarantine.
They said it's against the law. You can't. One state cannot say another state is not able to come in. It's like, though, I'm not sure what the rule is within the state. Like, for instance, the state of California, it being Riverside County, them saying no, like you cannot travel through here. Like the mayor having different.
No,
rules
you can't do that.
It has to be one decision federally.
It has to be federal decision
Yeah.
because that's almost like the Civil War type of shit. That's like the state trying to annex and create its own like.
It's like when your mom tells you not to do something, but your dad's like, "Here, motherfucker, yeah, do it." It's just, you're not gonna get anywhere. It's like, no, yeah, fuck, eat that cake, motherfucker. Yeah.
Hey, but on the real though, I was cleaning my house today, came up on a come up, dude. 30 masks.
What
do you mean? You just have that lying in your house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You're
not
number
like
one
a
suspect
common
now. You
need.
just jumped to the top of the list.
You were on Amazon and you're like 6 months ago. I think I might need masks at some point in the future.
I don't know what the fuck you just said. Say that again. I want to run one back.
I think we had bought masks and. Okay, are you guys there? I think we had a connection issue here.
Yeah, it's yours.
I think you're better now. Yeah.
Okay, you're good.
These are the struggles of zooming in.
Dude,
Yeah.
Okay.
the connection has a virus.
So,
Coronavirus?
so you know when we were living at the Costa Mesa apartment,
Yes.
and we went out and bought bunch of stuff to clean the place, like so we bought.
My
I think we
God.
bought masks.
That's
and
how
gloves
dirty it
at
was.
That point.
That's how dirty it was.
Because we went back
Jesus.
after because we moved out and 30 days. I think I moved out like 30 days ago. 30 days before.
Yes, you moved out
When
first.
you and me went to clean it, we bought cleaning supplies.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was from. And I think I just had it. And I said, I was like, holy shit, 30 masks. I was like, oh shit.
Holy
I'll
shit,
sell them,
bro.
$100.
Yeah,
That's like
part
gold,
out.
dude.
Edit that part out before you just cap your own profits. Edit that part out.
Yeah, that's against
They're
the law
available
now.
online
No,
by bid, ladies and gentlemen.
The FBI is cracking down on people who are trying to upsell that. There's been a bunch of
I
huge
mean,
arrests that people, eBay, you can't even sell it.
Yeah.
eBay will
It's
actually bring it down. All those places, they'll take you off. Facebook.
Yeah.
So you gotta
Well,
just
that's price
literally
gouging, right?
Yeah, you gotta. I mean,
Yeah.
you know what? I feel like we live in a capitalistic country here. The last time I checked,
Yeah, but taking
No, man,
advantage
States
of a bad time like this is
No,
Dude, so
here-
many
come on.
companies are. All
Here's
the
a-
self-made companies.
That's another level.
Here's the messed up part: states are bidding other states for ventilators, and you're telling me you can't make profit off masks? I don't know.
That's because there's
That's
not
not-
enough. I mean, are
I
they
think-
actually they're not raising the price on the ventilators, are they? They're just saying who
they
actually
don't have
gets it.
to. No, the state is saying
No,
I'll pay
they're
more
doing
than
a bidding
California.
war with a private. Yeah.
Like a private seller from a certain. Because what's happening is the states are telling private individuals to go and get masks for them, and they're doing private bidding through a third party. It's some really messed up shit's going on here for ventilators and those masks, the one you have.
Yeah.
The N95.
Yeah, that one. The
That's
cup.
right.
That's what we're gonna call it.
This is the best one to have in case in a fire in California. This is going to stop the ash from coming in.
That's the
coronavirus? No coronavirus is going to come in through there.
Oh, that's the. Wait, which one is that? Which model is that?
That's the N something.
Yeah,
That's not the
N95.
Oh, it is. That's the one.
N95, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
so that's the one. That's a gold
That's the
standard.
goat, man.
That's the only one that actually really works.
That's the goat, dude.
Yeah.
So how many people have you seen wearing that one? I've seen 2. So that's why everyone's fucking.
I've seen a decent amount of people wearing that.
I don't know.
Here's the thing, though.
I've seen
I feel
some
a
with
lot of
hoot ones.
Yeah, the thing is, a lot of Asian culture in general have
They already have
they wear
that
masks.
shit. They've been doing that shit for years. I went to Japan. Everyone was already on that game. I went to Japan in October, and everyone was on that. That's why they're more prepared.
You think
they're literally making them out of
actually good?
socks and shit. I
This
saw
is a
this
great
one side.
segue.
This guy taped a shoe with rubber bands just to shoot. I'm sorry.
What were you saying, Oscar?
It's a good segue into the next thing. What has been the biggest change that you've seen so far on your daily life? One being, and one that I'm expecting may be a change, is things like that, like wearing a mask or protection everywhere you go in the future. Much like Asian cultures and Asian societies, like you're saying, that's going to be the new standard. It's not going to be so weird here anymore, because we'll never know once it's gone. Until they have a vaccine, you'll.
I don't think. I feel like if this is part of daily life, let's say we don't find a cure. It's been a year. Let's say we don't find a cure. It's been a year. You have to at some point say, hey, a lot of people are gonna die, and we gotta accept the facts are the facts, and we have to start going back to work and starting the shit back up. Because how many days, how many months can this go? Let's say 3 months. We stop for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. At some point, someone's gonna be dude, no, we have to create self-immunity by going out now, or understand that people are gonna die. Yeah, you have to understand. Yeah, people are gonna die, and we have to go and create self-immunity, hope for the best, and hey, hope you're
How did we stop the Spanish flu? Did the Spanish flu just disappear?
It disappeared, just went away, dude. But that's a
So
different.
Bibhor, how long do you
How come
think
no
it'll
one's
be?
talking about the past in terms of what happened? Jeez, man.
Wait, go ahead, Louis. What were you saying?
How long do you think it'll be before we decide that that's the way to go? That we're just going to say fuck it, regardless of if you have vaccine or not vaccine. We're going to take our chances.
That depends on
What do you think?
I think it depends on two things. Is it going to come back? So meaning that are there people that got it, cured, and got it again? Let's say if that happened, to say for an example, like you got it and you got it again, then this could be like, I don't know, this could be a long path. Like it could be a long
It's
time
just
for
a
like
repetitive cycle.
yeah, or like it's a seasonal thing. Then we just have to like start. We go out and like hopefully eventually create like some type of immunity, like a herd immunity over time. But it's all like, dude, I don't know. They're saying like places like Orange County, places like Long Beach, like LA, we're gonna hit our peaks in like May. So
Time for my birthday.
But thing, what we're doing, like like differently is like we like to go out and drink and like we like to go out and go to restaurants and whatnot, and you can't do that, or we're just being self-isolated, or just not being able to do things, go golfing, or just shit.
That's the number one for everybody, is just like if you ask me what's the main adjustments, like just the fact that you can't just do like, if you like, hey, I'm feeling fucking just like I want to take a drive down PCH, or I want to go to the fucking beach. All those whim things you can't do. And the biggest thing is the weekend is not the weekend, because everyone, works hard and has all this pent up whatever stress, and they want to just let loose whatever they do. Most people want to go out, right, have drinks or whatever. Can't do that. So essentially all the days are blended. So I think everyone's pretty much on the same page as far as that. For me, like working out is just very difficult because I do jujitsu, and that's a group thing. You can't do that. So that's just gone. And then the gym is gone. So I mean, I'm working out at home, but it's just that's one of the biggest things. And then just not seeing people. Like we're literally doing this because we can't see each other in person. And so all these people, I haven't seen my family, that to me is like the shit that's sinking in the most. Like I literally cannot you see these people face to face for I don't know how long.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing with me is go ahead.
Go.
I was just going to say, piggybacking on what you said, the biggest distinction that I'm noticing is there's no distinction in between the days. I mean, the weekends, you're 100% right, feel like the weekdays. You don't, if you're working from home, like many of us are, that you're answering your emails at 6 a.m. if you randomly woke up, or at 8 p.m. if you just kind of randomly saw it. It's a long blend. And
calling your prospects on Sundays.
Yeah, I mean, that meme is, I think, too true. I have thought about, like, I wonder how that guy's doing, like, if he's thinking about moving this kind of forward. And it's just like a different kind of mold. I kind of think one of the most interesting topics is how that might affect the after this. 'Cause I'm already thinking we're going to get through this. This is going to be a good little blip in society. We're still going to be able to say we've been through this. But I think, how will this impact the future? Because now the traffic, I mean, what traffic? I think I saw on the news, it's like rolling back the time 20 years. That's how much of a clusterfuck it's been driving. And I like driving, but I'd say if I could shave off 20, 30 minutes a day because more people are doing remote and you kind of pick and choose your hours, I think that's a brilliant kind of idea. If we went more towards a task versus just like clock in, clock out. I think that could be a great, way to run things.
My office has already said that they're already expecting that when this is all said and done, once the dust settles, that the way they had their headquarters or the way their business was run is going to be completely different. A lot of people probably will not want to return to the office, so they're going to have to be ready for that remote experience. And at that point, like, there's no point in getting this huge space if no one's going to be there. And second to that, what I was going to say before, like, one of the silver linings of this all, though, is like I'm able to chat with you guys from San Francisco, right? I'm in Northern California when you guys are all in Southern California. So we've had the ability to do this, but this is also like that connection to where like you can literally be anywhere in the world and still be able to kind of create or move a project forward or be able to just connect with your friends. You know what I mean? So kind of like the cool thing that comes out of this, or that would be a little different maybe. What have you noticed that has been like besides like the gym, besides that, like work wise, like what's been affected the most? Like I know Nolan, like you do Instacart, right? Like you've done that in the past. Like how is that being affected? Like
my last job was like end of August, and that's when I like went to Japan and just fuck it, because I've done like very hardcore sales jobs since I've graduated, and I wanted to take a break from that, reassess, and then jump back in once I figure that out, and then this happens. But I'm fortunate enough to have enough to have savings and to where I'm not in like a bad situation. But I've been doing Instacart a couple times just for the fuck of it to make some money, but it's pretty gnarly at the same time because it's like you're literally going to where they tell you not to go. So I've kind of found some ways to make it more efficient. Like I try to do it really early in the morning where it's just quicker and there's no one there, and just try to do like one big order and just get the fuck off and go do something else. But yeah, I mean, you go to the store, most people are wearing masks. There's like kind of a weird tension of like getting close to people. Like it's just like it's like
cooties, bro.
Tangible. Yeah. It's weird.
Yeah. You can feel
especially
it though. I totally agree.
Some people aren't really doing it. Some people are standing 6 feet apart in line. Like there's literally glass in front of the cashier, the checkout, shit like that. And it's just like, I don't know, like you guys have been to the store. When you go into the store, do you just kind of feel weird? You're just kind of like, what the fuck?
I haven't been since they did the glass thing, but I agree.
I know like the sickness is there.
Yeah, it's there. So you're like, shit, dude. Like, what the fuck? I want to get the fuck out of there. I'm like holding my breath. I'm like, dude.
Like, someone that has it has been there. Like, you just know. Like, you could feel. I don't know what it is. Like,
the
Joey Diaz.
Side of you wants to believe it. Yeah.
Yeah, part of me just wants to just say, fuck it. I'll just take the L. Just use my savings. But yeah, no, it is pretty fucking wild. Because you don't know, like the one guy that's gonna like, everyone's seen those like Instagrams, like there's like a guy walking down the street in New York and then a guy bumps him and he fucking knocks his ass out. Like, you don't know. People are crazy. People are fucking, you don't know how people are taking this. So it's weird. It's like you're going out. It's like we're on a space station. We're all going out in like fucking space.
And is this the first time you've done Instacart, like during this whole thing? You started?
Yeah. I just did like last week. I just tried it out. It's like, fuck it.
It's like the middle of it. I mean, I guess I need a lot of people. Weed. So. Yeah.
Yeah. So part of me is like, I don't really want to do it, but it's also there. I mean, I will eventually go back to probably obviously a traditional more job, like office job. That's what I've been applying for.
So wait, Nolan, do you think that are they paying you enough on that app on Instacart? I have no idea.
So the way it works is like it's like a batch. So you'll get like batches come through. All right, this person is here. So it'll tell you where the store is and how many miles it is to their home. So like there'll be a lot of them where it's like in the morning and they want to I'm in Costa Mesa. They want to get like food from H Mart in Irvine by Diamond Jamboree, and they live in Laguna. So I'm like, I'm not fucking doing that shit.
No, yeah.
Or there'll be one that's like a big order and it's like at the place right by my house. Oh, did you lose me? I'm good.
Is it percentage? You make percentage of the sale?
No, I don't know. I don't really understand it fully. They must get a premium on the groceries because be able to pay. Because like it'll literally be like, all right, because by order they tell you how much you'll make per order. So like, all right, this person is here. It's this store. This many items. They'll show the items and it'll tell you how much you're getting. So like, I've done one where it's like $30 and I knocked that shit out in like 1 hour. I'm like, okay.
So what if that item is not available?
You have to do a replacement, and then that's where it can kind of get weird because like, so if the item's not available, which there's a lot that's not, like paper towel, anyone that wants paper towels, I'm like, fuck, are you serious? So you just replace, and they can already have preset ones that they recommend that it defaults to, or you can do it and they can approve it. And sometimes they fucking don't respond, and then you're just like with your dick in your hand. But most of the time people are good, and then it's just quick and you get in and out. But like, just the fact you have to go in there, it's kind of gnarly. But I've also done Postmates a few times. That's a lot better because it's quicker.
Yeah.
Wait, Nolan, I don't know.
Do they give you a card that you use at the grocery store, or is it like how does it work?
They do, but it's like it's just Apple Pay, like just boom.
Oh, it's the Instacart
for
card.
Postmates, it's already prepaid, so you just go pick the shit up and go. Yeah. A lot of people are doing that shit. It's hard to get for Postmates. It's hard to get orders because so many fuckers are on that. People that would normally never done it.
Yeah. I think.
Have you guys been to Bevmo lately? Have you done it in the last week or two?
I use DoorDash to get
No?
Venmo delivered.
This guy, Oscar hasn't left the house in months.
Dude, I
He
haven't
hasn't
left the
left
house.
in a
I'm
couple
taking
weeks.
this quarantine very seriously, man.
Yeah.
San
Dude,
Francisco
I
is
don't think they let
flattening the
you go
curve.
in. Yeah.
San Francisco
Really?
is like 2 weeks ahead of everybody. Like they like saw this stuff coming, and they're like, everyone started shutting down. Like our offices were shut down. Like,
Well, you know,
Yeah.
I was reading this somewhere where they're like, there are a lot of tech companies in that area that are just said go work from home, and that's what helped
that's
it.
why we
Like this
haven't-
was Salesforce and all that, like the big dogs.
Oh yeah, you can log that shit anywhere.
That's smart.
You're
Yeah,
taking a
that's-
huge amount of people that
Yeah.
just like go through public transportation day in and day out and saying like, and 50% of them the first week they're like, fuck yeah, I want to work from home. So yeah, they've been doing it for a minute, and then now it's forced. But no, we've been ahead of it. That's why it hasn't been too bad here. But knock on wood,
Yeah.
it doesn't
Yeah.
turn back on. But.
So, dude, Oscar, what I was going to tell you was I think that's one of the only ways you can get it now. Like through ordering it either online or delivery, that you can't go into that store. At least the two ones I went to. Venmo's not letting you. You know how like the grocery store, they're letting people like 6 feet apart, wait in line, get a few in.
Well,
I don't
20
think a lot
at a
of them
time,
are
or
letting
like
people cruise.
it's
Yeah,
20 at a
small
time
amount.
now. Yeah.
But Venmo's like, no, just only deliveries. The way I'm like,
Oh yeah. Some places
They want you to
voluntarily
basically
turn
have
it or just
them
take
pick
out
it
on
out. Yeah, they bring it to the front, and then you kind of grab and go. Or it's almost like takeout, like alcohol. It's crazy. Like I had
Interesting.
never, experienced that. So I kind of had to persuade this lady last time I was there, and said, "Look, I want one bottle. Just give me this bottle of Woodford Reserve, and I'm out of your hair." And she let me do it, but she's like, "In the future, I don't think we're doing this like store wide through at least California." I don't know if she was
That's insane.
completely
Dude.
right, but.
yeah,
Yeah.
do a DoorDash, man. DoorDash does Venmo. Postmates also does alcohol from your like
Instacart does
local.
alcohol.
Instacart as well. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, there's options.
You can get alcohol.
Dude,
Honestly, alcohol's not the issue.
Yeah, honestly, like there's really no reason to leave your. You can get everything delivered to you now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. You don't need to
there's
Right.
no
go
reason
out.
to
You
leave
don't
the
need to go
house.
out.
You know, it's like
Yeah.
Hey, if you
Costco.
wanna- like real quick, like craziest thing that happened this week. They're still
Oh,
just
good.
this amidst all this shit that's going on. They're still doing Wrestlemania.
Oh
you guys
yeah,
know
dude.
that-
What the
Where?
fuck is
That's
up
the
with
most
that?
insane
We
Brock
saw
thing.
Lesnar's
that.
fighting.
There's like no fans.
Oh my
They're
god, they
still
don't give
doing
a
like
shit.
Wrestlemania.
Don't they usually do that in Madison Square Garden?
Ridiculous.
It's in all over, dude. That's like one of the biggest like sporting events that happen.
Absolute fuckers.
They pulled it off, dude. Kudos, dude. That's
Actually,
kudos.
yeah, dude. They figured that shit out. They said, "Fuck it, we're doing it."
But
And we
the
can't
stadium's
get Khabib
empty,
done.
right?
Yeah, it's
Dude,
empty.
right now
But that's what I'm
Dana
saying.
White.
Like, why
Yeah.
can't they do Khabib? Like, why can't they do that? If the WWE
Yeah,
can pull off this,
Dana White's pissed right now.
He got
Like,
accused
he got
of
so much
some
flack.
sex scandal.
Yeah.
wait, what?
Yeah, dude, like,
You see
What?
that? Look that
No,
shit
wait.
up. Yeah, he
Dana White got
What
accused of no.
Yeah, it's fucking. It's
Dana
all,
White or
Hold
like
on.
a fighter?
He had like a plea
What?
bargain, like a silence. He broke like a promise to someone to keep something quiet, and then they like spilled the beans or some shit. I don't know the full details, but he was like a prostitute, something.
Oh,
my
my
God.
god!
Oh,
It's like
hold on, let me read
dude,
this. Dana White says Conor
What?
McGregor told him. Hold on, what does it say? Dana White says Conor McGregor told him the sexual assault he has been accused of was somebody else. What the fuck?
No.
So I
I
guess
mean,
Conor
dude, you know what? The
McGregor-
news is
Conor
coming
McGregor,
off.
the
It's like the
whistleblower?
new.
Let's
So
see
it sounds
this shit
like.
again.
What? What? Well, did he like violate his like NDA type of thing, or did he
No,
sign
but it was like
disclosure?
it was not like a business thing. It was like they were doing some sketchy
what
it
shit
seems like.
to begin with.
Oh, sex tape extortion lawsuit,
Yeah.
$200,000. Oh my God.
Yeah, extortion.
Would you like add this into like the Me Too movement? Is that bad to say?
No.
It just feels like there's stuff that comes out from like old time. And just boom, gets
this is completely
That's
different.
insensitive.
Yeah.
Bullshit, to be honest.
I'm just saying,
No,
there's a lot of stuff that's being drugged up from the past, though. In general, let's at least use that umbrella to categorize this. Like,
Well,
why is that happening so often? People develop a
The whole
conscience
meat-
just like years later. What the fuck?
People
What
are
is this?
pieces of shit. That's what it is.
Well, no, that's like the sex tape
Pisses me
extortion
off.
is different. Yeah, that's just saying.
Yeah,
like,
No, this
Yeah.
is that's
I
different.
film Conor
that's
McGregor
different.
having sex, but he's married. But like I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
hey, now you got to fight for me, or I'm going to show your wife this video of you with this prostitute.
Oh,
You know,
Yeah,
like,
that
that's
kind of
terrible.
stuff.
Holy shit.
No, that could have happened. He probably told
Yeah.
Khabib, like, "Hey, I got you. Like, I'm gonna
Oh
get
my
you."
Damn,
He has him by the
dude, that's
balls. It's
fucking
Some
over.
blackmail video.
I got a video of you doing like 10 lines of Billy and fucking 10 prostitutes. That does not look good. Yeah, that's a bad look.
You got to do something for him. He's getting something out of that.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ,
Terrible.
that's funny.
Oh,
But that's a bad
my
look for
God,
Dana
dude.
White.
Damn.
Shit.
That's.
I mean,
this is recent.
they're in Vegas, right? I mean, you're gonna get caught up in some
Yeah,
shit.
dude. John Jones only got 5
Dude.
days house arrest.
Wait. I have to quit.
That's good for me as a fan. I don't give a fuck, dude. Honestly, we know he's a scumbag. I don't give a fuck. He's a great fighter. He's the best. I don't give a fuck.
Hold on. While we're on the category of people's lives getting ruined by like old stuff being brought up and stuff, what about Louis C.K? Did you guys hear that he's got a live, or not a live, but like he's got some sort of like new comedy? Have you heard about that? It's like $8 or something. I kind of want to check it out.
Yeah,
Just to see, like, the posts, like,
I heard he's
him
killing
get-
it. No,
yeah. I want to see.
the whole Louis C.K. thing is kind of like, just honestly, like, he's hilarious.
Yeah, dude. I'm
He
sad
whipped
that
it out in front of whatever, dude. Like,
It's just him.
people come to your show and don't find that funny. Like, whatever. Like, why'd you come to the show? What bug of my mind? Like, he whips it out. Like, whatever. Like, you came to the show. I'm sorry, it was a little too much, but come on, you came to the show.
Yeah,
comedy show.
you gotta have a little bit of leeway for that.
I mean, I don't
Yeah,
think
see,
anybody on
Did
the
you do that, or did
He
you
went
go and
a
hit
little
everyone in the
overboard
audience with it?
He didn't hit
I
everyone. He
understand
just
what you're
whipped it
saying,
out.
too.
Yeah, I mean, I
It's
don't
like-
know.
It's not like he did it in
Can't do
public. It's
that.
not like he was like on the bus and he's just like, he didn't do that. Like, you went to see the show, and that's part of the show. Like, shit. If people
know
go
if
to
that
see the
was part of
donkey
the
show, you know
show,
what a
but-
donkey show is? Like, people see that
Oh.
shit. Like,
That's not what they.
You can't.
No, it's-
Louis C.K.'s not a donkey show.
The
That's a
surprise
stretch,
special
dude. That's a
titled
stretch.
the special is titled
He's hilarious,
Sincerely Louis C.K.
one of my favorite comedians.
Released yesterday, and it's only available by purchase and download from his website for $7.99. So if you want to watch
Honestly,
the
hands down,
special,
one of the best
It's gonna
comedians.
sell a lot. That's gonna sell a lot
well
because
then
everyone's
go pay
fucking at home.
$8, man. Support him.
No. I don't love him that much.
Support.
Well, dude, you're preaching him. Like, you gotta go support him, man. Like, the fuck.
Other comedians,
Honestly,
I guess, in
I'll
the
watch
community, they say
I'll watch
he's a
it.
dick to young comedians. That's what I heard. That he's
Dude,
an
okay.
asshole.
On that note, Pete Davidson.
Yeah, Pete
You know
Davidson said that.
Dude,
Yeah,
he
he's
came out on
happy
Netflix. He did a Netflix thing. Did you see it? The hour, whatever.
I heard about it.
Comedy.
I heard about
Dude,
it.
watch
He
it.
hates him.
Hilarious.
Yeah,
He shits on him because Pete Davidson was smoking so much weed in the
yeah,
set.
I gave him shit.
So Louis C.K. tried to get him in trouble. Yeah, it was the whole scene. It was bad, but pretty hilarious. That guy got roasted. He got him back.
Yeah,
At the end of it, he got him back.
Pete Davidson. I know they're saying that Pete Davidson like has like really bad depression and shit, but like he's like that got targeted for that shit, and he's like said all the time, but like he gets the hottest girls ever. Like all the girls he's dated, like Ariana Grande, like they're all like 10s, and it's like I don't feel that bad for him. I mean, that's why they don't like him.
What is he famous for?
Louis C.K. is a fat fuck.
He's a comedian.
He's a
I think
slob.
he's a comedian.
Oh,
yeah,
he's a
he's on
comedian.
SNL.
He's on
Yeah, he was on SNL.
Mad
He's on
TV.
He was
SNL.
doing
He's on Mad
doing
TV.
stand up when he was like really young in his teens, like 15
Is Mad
or something.
TV
he said.
still a thing?
That kid looks.
No.
Is he Asian?
I think he's Hispanic.
Who?
That
Pete
Pete
Davidson?
Davidson?
Oh, he's one of
Yeah.
those guys like The Rock, where he's just like, what the fuck is he?
Racially
He's like
ambiguous.
Rocco. He's Rocco from Rocco Goes Modern Life. That's what he is. He's a fucking pygmy, dude.
Yeah. Hey, where we at, Oscar?
You want to talk about
Yeah,
some other content that will be coming out shortly?
Yeah,
In the near future?
we're going to be talking. Essentially, this is going to be a topic every day. Should be expecting a show every Friday, at least, and it's going to be current events. We're going to be talking about whatever is going on a day-to-day basis in the world and how it's affecting ourselves, and just a normal.
And me
catching
and
up
Nolan
with the
will do
boys.
me and Nolan will do an MMA podcast whenever there's a next showing.
Yep.
It's
And
going to be on
I don't know.
YouTube. Yeah.
I don't know when this will happen,
YouTube.
but if we get a certain amount of subscribers or likes, I will eat this gummy bear one second.
Oh, Oh, let's go.
Some of you guys know what this is.
The
This
cliffhanger
is
announcement.
Little Nitro. You can Google it. It's a gummy bear, just one little gummy bear. It's 9 million Scoville units, and I've seen people do it, and it doesn't look good. But I do like spicy food, so if anyone's gonna do it, I probably could. But
Yeah, Oscar, you should put up a.
stay tuned. I'll eat this.
If you could put up a meter of how much Scoville it is, like on a,
Dude,
like a pepper. There's a pepper scale,
that's
and you can see
1 million's unheard of.
Yeah, he's doing 9
Hold on.
9 million. I'm actually really not happy about this.
Grand Cardoning that 10x.
I better be a big milestone. Like, this shit's got to end or something. It's got to be the day the shit ends. We all got to Venmo me fucking $5 every single one of you.
Painful, but I think that you got to do it.
Yeah,
I mean now
I'm
you've already
gonna
kind of called yourself
probably
out.
shit blood.
So,
Jesus Christ.
yeah. We'll
hold on.
catalog it
Oh, yeah.
so you have the memory for the future.
Give me some milk and we're good.
Let's take a gander at this this scale. So
Boom.
Hey, Jamie, bring that up,
oh,
Jamie.
Oh, no.
what we have here
What do we
is
got
Let's start at the
here?
bottom. Let's start at the bottom for
so,
reference.
okay.
Yeah, start at the
The
bottom.
very
Start at the
bottom.
Bell pepper.
Zero,
Zero.
Bell
zero
pepper.
scale.
Pepper's a pussy.
Scoville
Bell
is,
pepper's
I like those.
bell
I
People
like the
that
bell peppers.
eat bell pepper and think it's hot. We're no longer
white.
friends.
Are white.
I didn't know
Like,
this, but
it's good.
sweet
It's good
paprika.
flavor.
Sweet paprika is at 500 Scovilles. Scoville, excuse me.
Okay,
I didn't even know
that's-
paprika had a spice.
Exactly.
But let's
Yeah, dude.
jalapeno.
It's gotta
taste good.
Jalapeno is 5,000.
It's considered strong.
Cayenne pepper is 50,000.
Excuse me.
Habanero is 150,000. Let's see what
Dude.
else.
Carolina Reaper. That's the one I've had. Not the
Bird's
straight
eye
one.
chili.
The
Carolina Reaper is
Carolina
1.5
Reaper
million.
is 1.5 million. Pepper spray.
Anything
is
over a million, most people
5.3.
can't do.
There's a harmful
Pepper
scale
spray
on the
is 5.3.
side. Did you see it?
Oh,
Wait,
right.
Nolan's. Hold on. Look Nolan's teddy bear thing or whatever.
9
Gummy
million.
bear.
9 million.
Where's his? 9 million?
million.
It's worse than pepper spray?
Go up. Oh,
Go back
almost
up,
twice.
Oscar. Go back
Almost
up.
twice.
Way worse than pepper spray. Look at that.
You
There's
would be
5.
number 3 on this list.
And his is at
Dude,
9 million?
Okay, just
Well,
keep,
it's
keep
below
Jesus
harmful.
Christ.
Though.
let me
It's below
let's-
harmful.
let this sink in.
Oh
Let this
my
sink in.
God. Well,
The
pepper
only
spray's
ones that
there.
are higher than mine are concentrates. That's as high as it
I'm
gets.
just letting you know. There's a dangerous and harmful, and it's right below the harmful, bro. So you'll be fine.
You're gonna
Dangerous,
Yeah.
but not harmful. What is harmful mean?
Dude,
Like,
Nolan,
you have to fucking,
Nolan,
what does that
look,
mean?
look at the Carolina
it's bad
Reaper
for your
one.
stomach,
Dude.
I call it
can-
Carolina
it-
Reaper. I call that a fucking work.
Yeah,
next
that's
day.
not. You're doing worse than the Carolina Reaper. With it. Oh,
3
man.
times.
You're gonna
All
be
right,
in trouble.
guys.
Or 10 times.
If we get
Yeah.
a what is it? What do you want to say? Let's say 100 subscribers or 10. I don't know. I don't say like 1,500 views on this video.
Or 1,500 total views, we could say.
1,500 views is
For
fair.
all our shit, because we started. But maybe that's too low. I'm going to be like, fuck, it's going to happen like in 2 days. I'll say 100 subscribers for sure. I'll do it.
I'll push this.
I'm gonna
out just
refresh
to
it.
100
see.
subscribers, I'll do it. You guys are going to go out and get that shit tonight, huh? You guys are
I'll
going to get
watch
that
it
shit. 100
1,000
subscribers,
times
I'll do it.
myself, man. Just to 1,500 views. And then,
He's gonna get that IP changer and just like change the IP once.
yeah.
Next.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you again for
All
tuning
right,
in.
guys.
All right.
I'll see you all soon. We'll be updating this week, man. Thank you all. Ciao.
What did your mom say?